What is going on, my good people, for the United Sim Football Association week number 6? We just came off of possibly the greatest game in our history, and if you haven't watched it, we got part 1 and part 2. Both of the halves that got split up, mostly because of what happened on Twitch. It was a little bit of a snafu around the second quarter, third quarter ish, with some the bit rate, but I got it settled and ended up getting the rest of the game up there as well. So got part 1 and part 2 up on YouTube as well. I'm going to upload the state of address as well. Should be coming up by the time you're watching this or a little bit later, but I do have it downloaded. Just been doing a lot of stuff. I got a lot of things going on, but we got to keep the games rolling as we always do. St. Louis and Tampa Bay will be the first game for week number 6 here. Two teams, they both lost last week. Tampa Bay a little bit of a losing streak. They're currently 1-4 going into this game. St. Louis is 3-2, and they just lost their second game against the top dog Charlotte Royals in that game in an unbelievable effort. They ended up getting the lead within the last 2 minutes of the game, and Charlotte, they pulled the rabbit out of a hat. That was just ridiculous. I'm going to call it the go gadget game winner there for Joseph. That's what I'm going to dub it. If you have a better name, put it in the comment section, put it in the Discord. Make sure you get up in there, but we're going to get this game rolling in just a little bit. We also got the highlights as well from week number 5. I plan on doing that every single week from here on out. After I do all the games and stuff like that, I'm going to compile all the clips I got from the 5 games, put them together so it's a little bit easier to digest for all of you guys. Got to make it easier for you to come back to the channel. So make sure you shout out, show some love to all the homies. And I'm going to go ahead and hit this play game button in a little bit. Thanks again for everybody showing love. And we're going to keep this one rolling. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let me get my headphones on my head so I can hear what's going on. And this should be a fun ride between two of our top quarterbacks in the league, James West and the homie Rebecca Montaigne. Gonna go at it in this one. Looks like it's about to flip over now. I got the ticker as well updated for this one. Let's go ahead and do it. St. Louis is going to start us off in this one. Returning it from the end zone is Kevin Lee. Looking for the return and gets tripped up at the 26-yard line. Let's get into it. St. Louis looking to get back in the W column. Got St. Louis in the white and blue uniforms. Tampa Bay in their all green uniform set with the teal helmets. What you got going on here? Montaigne's first pass is going to be incomplete to start this one off. It's going to be 2nd and 10. A lot of great games this week. Anchorage and Tacoma was a good game. HBV and Tampa Bay was also a solid game. We also had the last one as well, St. Louis and Charlotte. That was a beast game. Looking left side is going to be caught for the first time. I believe that's an Amy for his first catch, a gain of 3. And Tampa Bay is going to make a 3rd down attempt here on the St. Louis team. Let me go ahead and adjust my new mic so I don't have to be leaning over while I'm talking. I'm so used to doing that with my old mic, but I can actually do some stuff with my hands while I'm actually recording all the good stuff. Left side is going to be caught, but they're not getting the first down that way. Ansel Tavian does make the catch, but Tampa Bay is going to get the stop. Tampa Bay looking to get their first victory in quite some time. And against a top team like this one, this could be a good time to find a W as they set up at the 43-yard line. Really good field position for Earl Flint and the Tampa Bay Typhoon. Not too far to go either to get something going. 1st and 10 here.
There we go, Shaq. Cougar 19. you punk. Let's go. 59, Mike is 59.
Arizona Pittsburgh was also a really good game too. Left side here, and caught, turns up, a juke move and taking off. He's gonna get to the 30 to 20, making one man misses Evan Hunt into the end zone. One hitter quitter. Tampa Bay is gonna get the dinner. What a play. And Evan Hunt got that speed. You better watch out. It looked like Preston Dotson took the wrong angle on that one. Could have took him down, but not to be. And that is how week number 6 is going to start off touchdown wise. Kick is up and kick is good. Shout out to the user Matty Ice for getting into the end zone. And now St. Louis is going to start in the deficit here. What is happening in this game so far? Can we see the upset? We have to figure that out here. And we're already 6 minutes into this video. We already got the first touchdown. We're not even 2 minutes into this game. And I know James West is happy to get into the end zone on that play. Don't quite remember if he had a passing touchdown. I believe it was all rushing. But he did have some solid passes against Huntington Beach. Just couldn't quite get his team over the top. The defense was allowing a little bit of crazy plays. But St. Louis, you're back on the field. Let's see what you can do. Sending this one into the end zone. That's going to be a touchback there. Let's see if I can bring these player numbers up. That's something that I did not do before recording. But it's better late than never. Ain't no problem. I got some time. Becca Montaigne back on the field. That's going to be the quarterback. And we'll go over the rest of the roster just a little bit as soon as I bring it up. I know Herrick Dennery and Nate McNamerson. We've seen Namey on that catch after a gain of about 5. Good job. Also, Herrick Dennery is on the team. Wide receivers would be Crisscross and the homie Kevin Lee. Tight end, they do have Ansel Tavian. Kicker slash punter would be Brent Scoma. And that's just going off the head too. Like, I'm starting to learn these teams like crazy. Pitching the left side and caught. Gonna turn upfield is Kevin Lee reaching over to get to the 45-yard line. And now St. Louis is on the move. See if I could turn this thing up real quick. Gonna look for a man is Montaigne. And it's gonna be caught, turning up the field. And that's gonna be Ansel Tavian getting the first down. Coming on the St. Louis moving right now. Sorry if I sound a little bit winded too. I've been moving a lot tonight, but it's all gravy. We're going to keep it moving here as we always do. 1st and 10 here. Another handoff, looking at Namey, turning up, trying to get past the 25. Going to get knocked down right there. A gain of 4. And I do have the offense already taken care of. Defensively, though, they have defensive lineman Blaze Baxter, Jesse Leva, and Terrence Goldsberry. Linebackers will be Rock Blazer and Biff Markham. Cornerbacks will be Gum Arabic, Tamaris Green. And they have safeties Preston Dotson and Stevie Glades. Going to pass this one again to Ansel, and he's going to get into the end zone. St. Louis is going to knock this one up. And that is how you do it. Great drive here. Good bounce back. Nice catch all the way through. And Ansel Tavian turns upfield, and we got ourselves 2 tight end touchdowns to start this one off. My players are tight end. I love seeing the tight ends get the job done. And we're back to an even ball game already after the extra point. Tampa Bay, you're getting the ball next, and we could go ahead and talk about your team since you're getting all ready to go. And just so you know, they do have a trade between these two teams. So I know a lot of players, they're playing against their former team. They're going to try to show them that they should have kept him on the squad. But going over the offense here for the homies in Tampa Bay, quarterback will be James West, number 10. Halfbacks will be Jason Copeland and Ja'Cory Dash. Wide receivers will be Anthony Delano, Anthony Delano, Earl Flint, and Darren Eliason. Let me go ahead and cross that one out since he is no longer with Tampa Bay. And tight end, you seen on the touchdown earlier, that's going to be Evan Hunt. Defensive lineman will be Matthew Oosley. Linebackers will be Brock Hoskins, Makani Kakoa, Vaughn Carlton. And then cornerbacks will be Jordan Veen, Madison Nicole. And then on the safety side of things, they have Tomlin Juster, Stevie Glades, and Shiloh Marino. So shout out to the homies there doing their thing. Trying to see if they actually not Stevie Glades. They have Ace Adams. That's the name I was looking for. But 1st and 10 here. Handoff, looking for a lane and looking to get the first down. Gonna do just that. Ja'Cory Dash's first carry is a success. First and 10 here, quick pitch, and almost gets picked off, but that's going to be caught actually in some traffic. Earl Flint comes down with the mix, 2nd and 2 coming. Right now we have 6 teams so far in the league with a 3-2 record or better. A throwaway coming on that play, and it's going to be 3rd and 2. And those 6 teams are St. Louis, Arizona, Huntington Beach, Tacoma. Also got the homies New York, and then you also have the 5-0 squad right there in Charlotte. So those are the top 6 teams currently going into this week, and there's a holding penalty. Unfortunate for Tampa Bay, they'll have to do it again a little bit further away. It looked like it was a hold right at the end of the play. That's unfortunate. Looks like 4 wide receivers, and they do got the tight end on the right side. They're going to go ahead and block him. Taking this, it's going to be caught, but I think he's going to be a little short. Not to be St. Louis holds on, but it's going to be 4th and 1. Does Tampa Bay keep their offense on the field and see if they can continue this drive? At this point, they're 1 and 4, so what do they really have to lose? They got to find these W's before the season ends. But it looks like they're going to try their luck with the punt, see if their defense can get the stop. Sending this one to the left side here. Caught by Kevin Lee, but he does run into a couple of Typhoon players there at the 26. St. Louis is back on the field.
Let's go, D. Big series. We gotta step it up.
Handoff here. Gonna get taken down before he could get too far was Namey. Gonna get dropped at the 28 and a gain of 2.
Key to tight end. Key to tight end. Go.
Gonna pass this again. Left side's wide open there, and steps out of bounds before Ansel could get too far, but he'll take the solid gain. That'll get him almost in Tampa Bay territory. Nice pass. And just look at that bullet right there. That's Rebecca Montaigne. That's what she does.
Check 45's the mic. Check 45's the mic. You remember me?
Another handoff. Namey looking for a lane. Push forward for the first down. Maybe a little short. Actually, yes, 2nd and inches.
Oh yeah, I'm coming. Oh yeah, I'm coming.
Looking to set up the handoff again, and a solid chance for him to get a hole. And he's going to get the first down there. Namie McNamerson continuing on a great season to start his career. Well over the mark for running backs getting catches. I believe he leads the league in receiving yards. So he's been doing a great job there. And he's in the top 4 in regards to rushing. So you got to give him credit where credit is due. Another big carry here from Namie. Going to take him to the 30. Now St. Louis's run game getting a little extra juice.
Come on, let's go.
I got to be a lot more precise on when I call these, when I make these, what's wrong with for these highlight videos, because sometimes there was a little filler in there. So maybe if I could drop the videos to somewhere between 14 to 17 minutes. The last video was 18 minutes, which is still very good. But I don't want it to be like just random plays. I want to make sure when I hit that clip record button, it's going to be for something good. Maybe this can help him out. Another big gain. It looks like it's from the bot player there. But outside of that, can't be mad at the results. St. Louis will hit the red zone.
Squeeze, double. I got you, 88. I got you. Bunch formation.
Gonna pass it again. It's Montaigne looking for a touchdown and got the pass. Gonna get the first down. Not quite into the end zone. A gain of 10. St. Louis's offense is just looking ridiculous. Look at that just release, man. That no wasted motion, just like we talked about. Rebecca Montaigne has one of the cleanest motions in this sim league, and it's only going to go better from there as she continues to improve her game. A handoff here, looking for the touchdown, just uses the blockers. Hit him with that crossover, Namie. Touchdown, St. Louis. Beautiful drive, capped off by the 1-yard gainer. And that was just beautiful blocking. Oh, you see all those players bunched up. You can't do it any better than that. The kick is going to be no good, though, for the extra points. So Tampa Bay, they'll have a chance to retort, perhaps even take the lead back if they could knock down the extra point. A rare miss from Brent Skoma, but we'll set this one up here. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Nothing too crazy. Both teams were able to find the end zone, and it looks like 3 total touchdowns up to this point. We still got plenty of game left. Looking at the Eastern Conference standings there, Charlotte is well in the lead by more than 2 games, because I believe Charlotte beat New York. I don't quite remember, but a solid job from them. The Western Conference so far, 3 teams are leading the way at 3-2. Dallas is right there, and they'll have a big game against Huntington Beach to see if they could get into the mix. If they could get the victory, they can add into the setup here, see if they can try to chop down that chopping block to get into the mix for that championship for the conference. But Tampa Bay trying to work their way up here at the current moment. They need to get something rolling here. Going to be a handoff here, and it's going to be taken to around the 28, but I believe it's offside, so they're going to get a little bit more than that. It's going to be 1st and 5. And I just realized something there. I think I put the wrong record there. Anchorage is actually 2 and 4, so 2 and 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can edit that in real quick while the game is rolling.
I got one.
Gonna be another handoff. No, it's a fake. West sitting pretty in the pocket, tossing in the middle of the field and caught. Gonna take that one and gonna get to the 44-yard line. A great pass and a great first down. Let's get to it. I believe that was Anthony Delano on the play as well.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And that's going to be the end of quarter number 1 in this one. 13-7 in this ball game here. Let's see what the homies in Tampa Bay can do. They're trying to drive down the field. Now look at that beautiful field here in Tampa Bay. Still got some work to do. Tampa Bay is one of the teams I need to work on the most, if I'm being honest with you, but we're going to get it rolling for you, Tampa Bay. My bad. Just been a lot to do on this first season. Kind of hard to get every field as perfect as I want it to be, especially in a lot of time, but it is what it is. We're going to keep it rolling for you. The game's got to continue, and I'm going to see if I can get this one rolling. I believe it's in the Western standings there, but they got to go backwards. Is it that one? Okay, so that's how it's supposed to be. Okay. No, I got him right. Pitching it, and it's going to be caught there. It's going to be 3rd and 3 coming up. Did I get it wrong? There was something I got wrong. I think it was in the power rankings, actually, now that I think about it. Let me go ahead and go back to it. Make sure I had everything right. I thought I put it in right, but sometimes some oversights can happen. 3rd and 3 coming up. Tampa Bay trying to continue to drive. Going to stay in the pocket, pitch it, and caught there. First down, a little bit more. Going to take that one to the 31, and now Tampa Bay's on the move. A solid drive there. Earl Flint with the second catch. I believe it's bottom half is what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's what it was. I just got to change anchorage to 1 and 4. There's going to be a flag on the play. I believe it's offside, so Tampa Bay is going to get their quick 5 yards on that play. It's going to be 1st and 5. And there goes power rankings, bottom half base. HBV is going to be 3 and 2. Going to be a handoff and a big gainer there. Taking that one inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line. And Tampa Bay's on the move again. Great drive so far here for Tampa Bay. Now they just got to punch it in. That's going to be the real question there. Can they get the job done? So HBV and then Dallas, they are... Actually, is it Dallas? Going to look for a man here. Right side is going to be caught. Turn upfield is Earl Flint inside the 5-yard line. They go down to the 4.
He ain't going nowhere. Oh, he ain't going nowhere.
Solid drive all the way through, but they got to punch it in here.
Check nickel.
St. Louis is stacking that box up all the way. Handoff and going to get stuffed. Tries to roll over a defender to get to the 1-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. So it's Huntington Beach, Dallas, Anchorage, and then Tampa Bay. Okay, so I was right. I just got to put this in right. So,
44. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
handoff here, looking and falls forward into the end zone. Dolphin dive. Number 1. Can he follow number 2? No, he's not going to follow number 2. He's just going to do it one time for the homies. Tampa Bay is going to take the lead, assuming they get the extra point. Kick is up. Kick is going to be golden here. Tampa Bay playing a great game so far, I must say. I can't be mad at it. You got to keep it on the move if they're trying to get the job done here. Solid job all the way around. And they're looking to get some W's in this schedule here. They've been slacking a little bit in the early game, but like I said before, it's a 14-week season. There's still plenty of time to get everything rolling. Just got to keep on updating, keep on grinding, and everything's going to start opening up like it's supposed to in due time. So got to keep it moving here. Let me see if I could get everything right here. It's going to be Anchorage at 2 and 3. And then Tampa Bay. And it's going to see the kickoff here coming into the end zone. Going to take this one to the the left side past the 20. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. And 2 and 3. Then Tampa Bay will be 1 and 4. Pittsburgh will be 0 and 5. And it should be all ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and save this bad boy up. Sorry about the lack of sound right now. I'm a little bit away. I'm going to keep on clicking back on as much as I can. Quick pitch. It almost throws a pick. That should have been going the other way, but luckily for Montaigne and the gang, it hits the turf. 2nd and 10. So 3 and 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 4, 0, 5. This should be right. And that is right. Cool. Click back on so you can hear what's happening. Montaigne trying to keep this drive alive. We're going to send a man in motion here. And they're going to pass it again. They're going to be caught. And looks like Switzer, the bot player, could not do too much after the catch. It's going to be 3rd and 7 here. And let me go ahead and export as. Going to be the bottom half. And it should update on your side as well. I'm going to double check. Hopefully it does. 3rd and 7 here. St. Louis looking for a man to throw to and going to find one. That's going to be Kevin Lee for another 1st down past the 40. Solid pass all the way through. First and 10 here. Handoff coming for Namey in the big hole. Going to get to midfield. Past midfield. Going to take that one to the 49-yard line. And it should update in a little bit. Let me see if the bottom half comes up. And it looks like it does. Good job, me, for doing it on the fly. Now I can focus a little bit more on this ball game. Shout out to the homies. St. Louis and Tampa Bay, a great game in Florida here, and faking the handoff to Namey, looking for the man. Is going to be overthrows Kevin Lee over on that right side there. It's going to set up 3rd and 2. Has some very interesting stats from the last week as well, so make sure you check that out at the bottom ticker there. I update that weekly, so we're going to see if we keep that rolling as well. Up to this point, I haven't had any problems. I just got to make sure I do it before I get too crazy in recording. But it looks like St. Louis is going to get that 1st down to the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up here for St. Louis. Great run right there as they move to the jumbo set here. And the handoff again. Yes, they are. Going to find a hole as Namey runs into number 27 right there. I believe that's Madison. Going to take that one to the 32-yard line here.
I see you, boy. I see you.
I'm going to have to speak to Turts on what color should his alternate uniform for his team be. That's going to be the main question I have for them. Looking past and caught in some traffic and still made the play. That's going to be 1st and 10 again. Ansel Tavian. Under 5 minutes here, and Ansel Tavian's already having a great game. 5 catches, 68 yards, got the touchdown. And this is only half number 1. Let's see how far they can take it. Got 4 wide on this particular play here. Looking and caught again past the 10. Gonna get that one inside the 10 to the 6. St. Louis is moving again. And they got one of the bot. Actually, no, it wasn't a bot player. That was Herrick Dennery on the outside doing his thing. He could catch a little bit too. Make sure you put him at wherever you can to get your users onto the field. They can make plays, I'm trying to tell you. A lot better than the bots, I must say. First and goal, handoff here is going to be number 21. That's a bot player getting into the end zone. St. Louis is going to get that lead right back. Now, do they go for the 2-point conversion is the question. Me personally, I would, just so you can make it a 21-14 ball game. And it looks like they're not going to agree with me. They're just going to take the points. I'm not mad at you. Just make sure you knock it through this time. Kick is up. And the kick is going to be good this time. St. Louis will get the lead back over Tampa. But Tampa Bay still has some time to get that lead right back from them. So up to this point, there's been a few lead changes. And both of these teams are putting out a solid performance on offense. The defense has been kind of lackluster on both sides, if I'm being honest with you. But still plenty of time for them to get that one checked up. And as you've seen in the last game, they started out very slow on offense. So St. Louis, I'm sure they're chomping at the bit to get their offense rolling like it's supposed to. They ended up getting 27 points in the last game against Charlotte. So it's not like they had a horrible game offensively, but they did start slow, going up against, in my opinion, the top defense, the top team in the league. So got to give them credit, St. Louis. They're pushing the right buttons. Going to be sending that one to Earl Flint past the 10, looking to get past the 20, and he does just that to the 24-yard line. Tampa Bay has 2 minutes and 39 seconds left in the second.
Ready. 4's the mic. 44's the mic. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. 4's the mic.
Handoff here, looking for a lane, trying to run through a defensive player, can't quite do it, but a decent enough gain, a gain of 5.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys. Here we go,
Second and 5 here, looking to get something rolling here on this play, but they're going to let it go down to the 2-minute warning. About 70 yards away from getting where they want to be, and that's that end zone. By himself and still going to make the play. First down, Tampa Bay. A great pass there to Evan Hunt. Already has a touchdown pass and trying to move his team down the field. Going to the no huddle here. A little bit more than 90 seconds left in this first half. Here comes West again. Quick pitch left side over the head of everybody. A quick throwaway is going to be 2nd and 10. Second and 10 coming up here for Tampa. Clock stopped, but it's moving now. Pitch right side. It's going to be caught for a short gain. Going to be a gain of 1. Evan Hunt with his 3rd catch.
Let's go now. 44. 60 Eagle. Switch up. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
Passing this again and caught. Looking for the first, but I think he's a little shy. And it looks like St. Louis is going to call the timeout here. 4th and 1 should be. Yes, it is. Evan Hunt with another catch on this drive. And it looks like St. Louis is going to get that stop. Sending this one away again to the right side. Looks like it's going to get stopped around the 28-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up.
45 is Mike. 45.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Go. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Quick pitch and overthrows his man, overthrows her man is Rebecca Montaigne. Is going to be 2nd and 10.
In your face.
In your face. These sound bites just trip me out sometimes. Montaigne's going to go ahead and overthrow the receiver there. Not trying to do anything too crazy here in their own field position. It's going to be 3rd and 10. And Tampa Bay, if they could get the stop, they'll have possibly another minute to work with. And in theory, they'll have it in good field position if they was to get the ball back. St. Louis look like they're setting up for the run play, and they are. And gonna get stopped is Herrick Denry. Tampa Bay is gonna slow that man down, and they shall get the ball back. Looks like it was a gain of absolutely nothing. Good job by Gill, the defensive lineman. It's gonna be 4th and 10. See how far this punt goes here. Sending this one fairly deep to around the 40-yard line, and it looks like they're going to return it to around the 45. Tampa Bay's back on the field.
Let's go.
Made a little minor adjustment to see if we could get some more punt returns into the mix, but most of it is going to be hard because the punters are just not all that great. Normally you don't see the booming punts until you get to like the 85s and up in power. So if you don't have that, you're pretty much going to be getting some small catches here and there, as Tampa Bay calls their second to last time out here. But we've seen a little bit more. Hopefully we could get a punt return touchdown. That's something we haven't had yet. We'll see who has the juice in regards to that. 2nd and 1 coming up. Looking to pass it again is West. Going to pass it and caught inside the 35. Rolls down to the 32. And this could be a good time to go in some no huddle action here. 37 seconds left. And I don't trust their kicker from this particular distance. They may need one more play to get where they need to be. 24 seconds here. Quick pitch and caught inside the 20 and gets rocked by Preston. He surprisingly holds on to the ball, but that's going to be the final timeout called here from Tampa. So they really can't slack around and do anything crazy. If they don't have anything, throw it away. Get your team the points, as Preston Dotson gets his 3rd tackle of the game. No, they're going to go straight for the field goal. I honestly don't blame you. Take the points when you can get them, and that's going to make it a 3-point ball game going into the half more than likely, unless St. Louis pulls one of the crazy plays that we've known to see from them. Tampa Bay keeping this a ball game, though. You got to give them credit. They're doing very well in this ball game. They just got to make sure that they could get the stops on St. Louis, get the offense rolling for themselves, and they'll have a chance to get the victory here. They're definitely not out of it. St. Louis, if they was to lose, they'll fall to 3-3 on the season. Definitely not what you want to be by week 6, but it's a lot better than the other way around if you're losing more than you're winning. So rather be 500 than less than that, you know what I'm saying? So Tampa Bay is going to send this one away. 13 seconds left in the second. Going to get returned around the goal line there for Kevin Lee, looking to get past the 30. Not going to do it. And St. Louis has 9 seconds here. They may just take this one to the half, see what happens. And I believe they're getting the football back, so they can really afford to just kneel it out. They don't have to do anything too crazy unless they they see a mismatch. But it looks like they are going to keep their offense on the field. May just run this one. Got him off sides. They're going to run it, looking for a first down and not going to get it. But they do stop the clock thanks to the penalty. So what are they going to do here?
Let's go, let's go.
And they are in the shotgun.
Watch 54. Watch 54. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Gonna send this one away. Tossing the deepest Montaigne. And gonna get almost picked off there to close out quarter number 2. Let's go to quarter number 3. Let's do it. And it looks like Tampa Bay is actually going to get the ball next, so they'll have a chance to take the lead if they could find a good drive here. Checking the return is I'm saying Evan Flint. Is going to be Earl Flint taking that one to the 19-yard line, so not a great return. Maybe that was because I mispronounced his name. My bad, brother. 1st and 10. Earl the Pearl Flint. Gonna be passing this one again, taking off the run, and as he was throwing, he just got railroaded. 2nd and 10 coming up. I don't know who made the hit, but that was ridiculous.
Hawk 70. Single. I got a single on the slot.
Gonna pass it again and caught. Turns up field is Evan Hunt. Gonna get a gain of around 6. Tampa Bay trying to keep this drive alive. Gonna look for the man. Gonna get it. First down past the 30. James West with the immaculate game so far. Nothing too crazy. Just getting the ball down the field. And that's what we can expect from a quarterback the caliber of a James West. He's definitely one of the more strong suited quarterbacks in the league. He knows where to place the football. He's definitely one of the better ones with the placement. They're going to hand it off here though. Probably going to get maybe 2 on that play. It's going to be actually make it 4.
You don't want no problems with me.
Second and 6 coming up.
Double dog. That's the way.
Gonna go with the reverse, and St. Louis was ready for that one. It's gonna be 3rd and 6 now. Another 3rd down situation here for Tampa Bay. Can they get the job done and keep the drive alive? Gonna look and gonna get deflected at the line. That's going to be incomplete, and St. Louis's defense holds strong when they need to. They'll get the football for the first time this half. Booting this one away past the 30. Going to be caught, and looks like a minor return there for Kevin Lee. It's going to set up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. St. Louis holding a 3-point lead in this one. Playbook is still open to essentially do what you want to do.
45. Mike, 45. I'm here all day. 45.
Here comes Montaigne again. First pass is going to be completed there to name it. Going to get that one. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Actually, no, that was Switzer. I thought it was naming out the backfield, but a solid gain nonetheless. Gonna send Switzer there in motion. Can it get the hike off? No, they cannot. They're going backwards. Rebecca started that motion a little too late there. Now they're gonna have to take it. It's 2nd and 10.
So we got man. Go. Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Gonna pass it again, and it's gonna be caught. Turns upfield, and a great open field tackle there by number 29. It's gonna be 3rd and 7 here.
Let's go now. Line 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Tampa Bay looking to get off of the field here. No turnovers up to this point by either side of the field. Looking to pass and incomplete again. And Montana's shooting at a 66% clip, so it's not a complete inaccurate game from her, but some of those passes have been a little bit off. But it got to be up to Tampa Bay to take advantage of those minor mistakes to see if they could come out on top. They'll get the football back with 7.5 minutes left. Looking to send this one to the right side, and appears to be decent enough coverage there, but Tampa Bay still going to find a way to get some yards off of that punt. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up.
Mike's fofo. Hey, let's get off the
Got
field.
the-
Let's get off the field.
Got the bunch shotgun set, pitching it left side. It's going to be caught. Turns upfield. And number 87 is trying to reach out for that first down. He may be a little short. It's going to be 1st and 10, actually. They're going to give it to him. I thought it was a little bit short. Maybe 2nd and inches was supposed to come up, but I'm not going to argue with the referees. That'll get him to midfield here. Tampa Bay trying to get the points on the board. Going to pass it again is West. In the pocket, wide open catch, but not getting too much yards after the catch. Is going to be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, baby.
But Evan Hunt once again with the play.
Hey, 44. Mike 44. Here it comes.
Hand off, and a big gain there. It's going to take it past the 30, the 35 there. Actually, right past the 40 to the 36. Tampa Bay on the move. Great run there by Ja'Cory Dash, hitting that outside lane. And a solid gain right there. 5.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Got a lot of beef there on the offensive line. They're going to test it and only going to get maybe a yard or so. Outside of that gain earlier from Ja'Cory Dash, it hasn't really been too much of a fun experience in the run game. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Mike the 59. Watch the screen. Go.
Gonna hand it off here, 2nd and 9, and a big gain again. Gonna run into Preston Dotson, but he holds on. It's gonna be 1st and 10 coming up. And I don't know how many times they want to keep on testing that man. I believe he leads the league in forced fumbles. If not the lead, he's definitely top 2. I know he leads from the safety spot. I know that for a fact. Handoff here once again to Ja'Cory. He's going to run into Rock Blazer this time. He's going to set up 2nd and 10. Tampa Bay team moving down steadily.
Mike's 59.
So don't say nothing.
Gonna be passing it again. Takes off the run, throws the end zone, and overthrows everybody on that particular play. I thought it was going to be a jump ball situation, but not to be. 3rd and 10.
Hawk 70. I got you, son.
Almost got the one man offsides, but West is going to pitch it and caught, and he's going to get stopped for the first before he could get the first down. It's going to be 4th and 1. Does Tampa Bay keep their offense on the field to try to see if they could take the lead, or do they just take the 3 and tie the ball game up? Kick is going to be up. They're going to try the 3. They're going to get the 3, and we're 20-20 once again. Let's see what happens with the homies in St. Louis. They lost their lead, but now they have a chance to get it back here. They still have a quarter and some change to work with. Should be a fun ride here in this one. St. Louis looking to go to 4-2 on the season. Tampa Bay looking to go 2-4. As we set this kickoff, St. Louis is getting this ball back. Looks to be a touchback on this one. 1st and 10 coming up at the 25 for the Archer gang. The Archer said they'll hit you from long distance. And I'm sure that Rebecca Montaigne is winding that arm up a little bit, see if she could get Kevin Lee or her new receiver, Chris Cross, involved. But they're going to hand it off first time around to the 30-yard line. They go. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, baby.
And up to this point, neither team has really made a major mistake. So whichever one comes first, if it was to happen, that could be the thing that decides this ball game. Another handoff, looking for a lane, is Namey again with the boost of speed past the 40. It's going to be 1st and 10. St. Louis is on the move. Watch that cutback right there. They got to show that one. Watch that too. Is it shit? And then just took off running.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Another handoff? Yes, it is. Going to look to try to get past the defender and gets chopped down. It's going to be 2nd and 8 coming up.
All day, baby. Ready, Mike. 45's the mic. Oh, here we go. Oh. 45.
Handoff again, looking for a crease, but dragged at the line. Not to be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, baby.
I believe Namey's averaging almost 5 yards a carry, but it's a pretty long 3rd down here. Really can't mess around on this play. Tampa Bay's trying to get that football back, but we more than likely will have to see what happens after this play. This is going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter, and it's a big one. 1st down to close it out. Let's go ahead and talk about this 4th quarter real quick. 20-20 is your score. Tampa Bay trying to get the stop, but St. Louis, they find a way to move the ball down the field, taking off to run. There it goes, and tossing it into the end zone, wide open. Toe, drag, swag, touchdown, St. Louis. That's how you do it, on the run. And that's just Rebecca just being Rebecca. And that's how you start the 4th quarter. Beautiful catch, beautiful feet. That's how you get the job done. Looking at the video time, a little bit over 55 minutes. Kick is going to be up. Kick is going to be good. St. Louis is going to take that lead right back. Tampa Bay trying to stay in the mix, but they cannot allow plays like that. That was a little bit of a broken play. And St. Louis found a way to get the job done. As we normally see from Rebecca Montaigne, she is the last quarterback you want to see on the run. She is deadly accurate. And she's looking to get the team the W. Tampa Bay still has a chance, though. We'll just have to see if they can match that touchdown. Luckily for them, they have the full fourth quarter to worry about, and they could work it to their favor, perhaps even getting a stop on St. Louis on the next drive, and then bam, you got yourself a chance. But that is what happens when you're down in the game late. So you got to find a way to be creative. You got to find a way for your defense to make plays when it's supposed to. Here comes the return game here, looking to get something rolling. Going to get past the 20 to the 24-yard line. Tampa Bay is back on the field, and this is a very big drive for them.
Mike, check, 59.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Off.
Gonna pass it. No, is gonna actually take it up and run. Slides out of bounds before he could get hit. There's gonna be a gain of 9 on that carry by James West. And that's definitely a good start. You always want to go forward on your first play.
Let's go now. 60 Eagle. 59.
I'm coming.
Let go. 59.
And pass it and caught past the 45, close to midfield, actually right at midfield. Tampa Bay's on the move. You love to see it.
Let's go.
This is a big money drive here for this Tampa Bay team. And honestly, they can afford to get the field goal if that's what it came down to, but they cannot turn the ball over. You want to get points on this drive. Turns upfield and gonna get a decent enough gain. There is the homie Evan Hunt. Gonna be 7 catches for 91 yards, got a touchdown. He's having a great game so far.
Take four.
Handoff again, a decent enough lane, but he might be a little short. It's going to set up third down here. 3rd and inches to be exact. Every third down from here is going to be critical going forward in this ball game. And they're going to go empty set here in the shotgun. James West looks to be that reason, pitching the right side and overthrows his man right there. 4th and inches now. Do you keep your offense on the field to get the job done, or do you trust your defense to get one more stop? And me personally, I think this is the right call. Better now than never. Let's see if your team can get the job done. They're going to hand it off. They get some pressure in the backfield, but he's going to push forward barely. And actually, they're going to say he's short. St. Louis gets the stop.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
I thought he had it right there. You be the judge. But right now, St. Louis is back onto the field. That was a little bit of a questionable call there. I would have gave it to him. It looked like the ball got passed before he hit the ground, but not to be. St. Louis is going to get the catch. Hands Tavian, breaks one tackle, gets close to midfield. Is going to be 2nd and 1 here. And now they have a chance to essentially cut this game off. A questionable call here, especially after what happened in the last game too. Like those, it's pretty crazy how this game marks the ball, but I could have swore he had it. But regardless of that, St. Louis is trying to cut this game off. Quick pitch in the middle is going to be caught there by Kevin Lee to the 3rd D.
Here we go.
Big catch right there. That puts him close to field goal range too. Bad pursuit angle. That gave him a few extra yards there. They're going to go jumbo set here, and they're going to hand it off. Look for a lane and drag down immediately. A gain of 1.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
2nd and 9 coming up. Can Tampa Bay get off of the field? No turnovers once again in this game. It's been straight up move down the field or get stopped. It's been either one. They're going to get the catch again. First down inside the 15. They go. St. Louis. They're trying to punch this one in. Another bot player getting into the mix there for St. Louis. That's Kumaro's first catch of the game. I love when the passes go to the users. Looking at it again. Going to pass to the left side and caught. But going out of bounds there is going to be 2nd and 3. Looks like another bot player getting into the mix for his first catch. Clock continues to run. 6.5 minutes left in this ball game. Going to pass this one again. Looking for a man. And overthrows Namey for a potential touchdown there. It's going to be 3rd and 3. And I believe Montaigne is well over 70% completion percentage so far in this game. But she's looking to close this game out. Big 3rd down here for Tampa Bay to at least try to hold them to a field goal. Quick pitch again. It's going to be caught this time around. And Ansel Tavian's just 1 yard shy. And that looked like a touchdown as well. I thought he fell in, but I couldn't see the other side. They're going to try it here. Did he get in? I thought he fell in. That looks like he fell in, but they called him short. Putting in touches on this game, and Name is just going to run over a couple of Typhoon players. That's going to be a touchdown. Hit your dance, Namey. Getting into the end zone past the 30, actually past 30 points here for St. Louis. Great job. 5.5 minutes left in this ball game. Kicking this one up, kicking that one good. 34-20 is your score. In Tampa Bay, they have to do something very drastic to get into this ball game. You never want to be at this position in the later portion of the game, but this has been kind of the season here for Tampa Bay. They've started strong in a lot of games, but there were other games where they kind of lost their footing later on offense, and it bit them into you-know-where. Setting this one up for the kickoff. See if Tampa Bay can do the unthinkable. If they could drop a 14-point ball game. If they can break through a 14-point deficit to take the lead and potentially get the victory. But we got to see after this kick here, send this one away, is Brent Skoma into the end zone. And it looks like Earl Flint's going to return this one past the 20. Looking for a cutback lane. Can't quite find it. They'll start their drive at the 23.
Ready. 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal.
Gonna pass it again. Left side is gonna be incomplete. It's gonna be 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60
2nd and 10 coming up.
3 down.
Passing it again is West. A lot of coverage. Tossing this deep and going to be caught. Taking this to the left side and dragged down by Dotson to close out that tackle. 1st and 10. Almost 4.5 minutes left in this 4th quarter. They're looking for the play. Going to pass it. Left side is going to be caught. Turns upfield and dragged down immediately. Inbounds as well, so the clock will continue to run. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Passing it again is West. Going to try the screenplay this time around. Decent blocking. Looking for the first, and they are going to get it. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 49. And the clock continues to run here. Obviously, this is 4th down territory. So, got to make sure that you do what you need to do to get down the field. Punch it into the end zone. More than likely, we'll have to go for the onside kick, but if they could get in quicker, they really don't have to. They just got to get the stop. Going to pass it again, and quick pitch caught close to the 1st down mark. I think it's going to be inches there. Yes, it is. 2nd and inches.
Yeah. Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. No game. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Deep. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, this is our house. Let's go.
Mike. Rocco 80.
Where's the mic? Hey, I'm coming. Fofo's the mic. Mike's
Go.
Defense, let's get out the field. Defense.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here. On the ball, now.
Hustle back.
Ready, go.
Mike, 44.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They get into the end zone with that play. That was a good job for sure. Had the toe drag, swag, got reviewed and everything like that. But you also got to make sure you realize what's happening in this game. Tampa Bay, do you go for the kickoff to see if you can get the stop? It actually looks like they're going to do just that. Test your defense, see if they can make a play, give your team a chance. As Kevin Lee takes that one down. And St. Louis has a minute and a half to burn. Tampa Bay has 3 timeouts to burn. Which one will go out first?
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Go. 49.
Handoff here. Namey is going to get stuffed for play number 1. Tampa Bay did a great job on that particular play. Now they got to do it 2 more times. A gain of absolutely nothing. Big drive here for this Tampa Bay defense. Got to imagine the ball stays on the ground all the way through. This type of formation, you kind of have to. They're going to rush it in. He's going to get stopped in the backfield. And Tampa Bay's defense is coming up when it needs to. 3rd and 12. Looks like Von Carlton. Make sure you watch out for Von Carlton. Shout out to the homie Slater. Looking to get his team into the mix. He's doing all he can. And Tampa Bay is one stop away from giving their team a chance.
Let's put them on the buses.
St. Louis handoff, looking for a lane, and going to get stuffed. Eric Henry couldn't do it either. And Tampa Bay has an opportunity here. No timeouts, but an opportunity nonetheless to potentially take this lead. Only allowed 1 yard on this particular drive, so got to give credit to that defense to giving them a chance. But they have a minute and 20 seconds left in this ball game. Checking into the time for the video, looks like an hour and 11 minutes, so this is definitely a good one. Can Tampa Bay get the job done? Looking to get past midfield, can't quite do it, but solid field position nonetheless, especially if they could get like 20 to 30 yards within their first play. St. Louis is now on the mix here defensively. They're looking to seal the deal with the INT or a forced fumble, something like that.
Mike, check, 59.
Gonna pass it again. Quick pitch and caught. Runs into a brick wall, but that's going to keep the clock moving. 28 for 35 on the day here for West. As they got less than a minute, they got to hurry it up. 55 seconds left. No huddle time. Can they get the job done is the question. 48 seconds. Clock is continuing to run. Going to toss this one left side. It's going to be caught and out of bounds there for Delano. That's definitely a good play right there. I can't be mad at it. They're 39 yards away from tying this football game up.
What we got?
Going to pass it again is West. Under some pressure and going to get sacked. Not to be Jesse Leyva with the game breaker, but it's still 33 seconds. They're not out of it.
We better than that.
And it looked like he had a man wide open too that he was trying to get the ball to, but as soon as James West was about to throw the football, Leyva was right there in his face. Passing it again. Not a lot of time. Going to throw that one away. It's 3rd and 14 coming up with 15 seconds left. And they can't play games around with the passing in the middle of the field. They got to make sure if they go for a pass, they got to go out of bounds or towards the end zone. And it looks like St. Louis has a full-on man coverage here, trying to make sure that nothing gets by him. But they're going to pass it again, tossing it right side, and it's going to be caught, but it's going to be 4th down here with 10 seconds left. Now, Tampa Bay has enough time to do 2 plays here. Essentially 2 plays, and that's it. They got to get out of bounds, though. That's the thing that they have to do. Gonna pass it. Looking to get it out the way. There's going to be 1st down, but that is not the play that you want to run with no timeouts, and that is going to seal the deal. St. Louis holds on to this one, 34-27. Overall, a great game between both teams. Not a big fan of that play from Tampa, but that is part of the process. It happens. Whatever. But good job by both these teams once again. 34-27. Looks like 103-86 in regards to the rush yards. Looks like Tampa Bay led in passing yards there, 17-16. The 1st downs was even, no turnovers, so a fairly clean game. A few penalties on either side, but nothing too crazy. Looks like Tampa Bay won over the time possession, but I think it was mostly because of that last drive and the drive before that. So looking into the passing stats, both quarterbacks completing a lot of passes here. Both of them over 70% in this one. Both of them throwing 2 touchdowns. Both of them not throwing any interceptions. So great job between Montaigne and West, 2 of our greater quarterbacks in this league. Namey McNamerson and Ja'Cory Dash both running nicely. I must say Ja'Cory Dash got a broken tackle. Both of them getting a touchdown as well. Going into the receiving side of things, let's check it out. Looks like Evan Hunt led the way along with Ja'Cory Dash in receptions. Solid job by both those players. Copeland getting the touchdown to try to get it close, but couldn't quite do it. Looking at the homies in St. Louis, Ansel Tavian with a great game as well. 9 catches, 102 yards, 1 touchdown. Great job. Kevin Lee, 5 for 111, 1 touchdown. Looking a little bit further there. Let's check the defense. Who led in tackles there for St. Louis? Looks like Preston Dotson is the user there with 9 total tackles. Anything crazy here? Don't see any broken, no pass deflections or anything like that. But checking into a little bit of mix. Jesse Leyva with the sack right there. Great job. Let's see Stevie Glades doing his thing as well. Let's check the rest of the stuff over here. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Scroll up a little bit. Looks like pretty blank here all the way through. Nothing too crazy on this side. Checking into Tampa Bay. Brock Hoskins is the tackle leader here. Kakoa had a tackle for loss as well. Looks like Livy Dutton adding on 3 tackles. Solid job from her. I didn't say her name in the introduction. I'll put her into the player sheet next time around. Checking into a little bit further. Makani Kakoa with the pass deflection. And not too much else on that side. Let me scroll a little bit further down. Ace Adams doing his thing. And it looks like there's a bot player with another pass deflection. And let's see. Carlton there with 1 tackle so far in the game. Jordan Veen adds 3. Matthew Ousley adds 3 along with Ace Adams adding on 3. So great job by those players there. Kicking wise, fairly basic here. Buffalo didn't need any field goals. Trey Porter was perfect on the day, but Brent Skoma did miss 1 extra point. Quick scroll here, just make sure I got everything. A lot of touchbacks. Plan is to keep that rolling there. Punting wise, looks like both of them averaged around like 28 yards a punt. The longest punt was like 30 yards by both. Kick return here, no touchdowns. Once again, you love to see it. Earl Flint and Kevin Lee both did great in the return game. Same thing we said for the punt return game. And that's really about it, folks. We'll go ahead and wrap this one up. I'll get the screenshots. I'll go ahead and set up for game number 2. It's going to be New York traveling to North Carolina to take on the Charlotte Royals. The undefeated Charlotte Royals, they're trying to stay undefeated. They'll go 6-0 if they could get the victory. New York Mafia, if they was to lose, they'll go to 3-3, but they want to go to 4-2. Stay in that upper echelon in the USFA. So make sure you watch out for that tomorrow. It's going to be a fun game as always on YouTube, and we'll see you then. Stay safe and let's get this money.